I see things are shifting, and what I want to do is shift my life in a different direction. So first of all, I see opportunities everywhere. I see from the side of music production, I see this guy Will Darling, and he's offering a course over here that I can take that's around $2,000, and now can I afford it? Like, you have to understand that I can't afford it. I can't afford to take the course. The thing is that, do I have the time to do the music production right now? I promise you no. I don't have the time to be able to do that music production with him right now, because I'm on holidays with my mum, and there's obligations with my mum that I have to do with my mum, for example. So for example, now I'm understanding that I'm not as serious about music production as I thought I would be. So you have to understand that I had a nice and beautiful conversation with my mum. My mum really puts things into perspective. You have to understand that she tells me how it is. Do you understand? She says, "Hey Danny, look, you don't want to be going on a pension, because if a woman says, 'Hey, what do you do for work?' and you say, 'Oh, you're on a pension,' she's not going to have some kind of interest in you as much as some person who says, 'I'm earning $50,000 a year doing sales coaching, or doing some other job in terms of or some other job that has a classified circumstance where you're not on a pension to get money.' But the thing is that it's much more attractive when a person is not on a pension than a person who is on a pension, and that's what I want to explain. I understand that, and now there's going to come a space and time where I'm going to have to work that 9 to 5 job. I understand that, and the thing is that, am I ready right now to work that 9 to 5 job? Probably no. I'm not ready yet to work that 9 to 5 job. And now when I get back to Australia, do I want to work that 9 to 5 job? I realize all I'm going to make from it is money. I promise you now, I understand that there's one guy out there that I can contact in case I want to work that 9 to 5 job in the hospitality business somewhere. So I'm going to go poker, and if I see that guy somewhere, I'm just going to contact him, and I'm just going to be like, "Hey, do you need workers and stuff like that?" And I'm just going to go and work the 9 to 5 job with him. So it's much more how that way I can help myself to produce something for myself. But the thing is, I ask God, shall I work the 9 to 5 job when I come to Australia? I see God says no. I see God saying, up to you. I mean, God wants me to work that 9 to 5 job eventually. I understand that. But the thing is that I have free time right now. I want to live my life being free from the 9 to 5 job as much as possible. Do you understand? So why is that? Because I don't feel it's the right time for me to actually get into that 9 to 5 job right now, because I'm doing my own things. I'm uploading content. I want to get my content up online as much as possible. And now my mum doesn't see value in the content that I give. She doesn't see that it helps people in some kind of regard, and she doesn't understand what I teach, for example, because my life is going downhill in some aspects of life, and she is fascinated about why I teach what I teach, in terms of how do I teach my experiences and what have I actually got to teach. She doesn't understand that I teach a lot of things around everything, and that's how I get around. That's how I do things around my business, where I'm actually teaching everything at the same time. And now what I want to do is I want to invest my time much better into things, and I want to not watch Netflix as much, but I want to watch Netflix sometimes when I have time off for myself. But the thing is that I want to get up early. I want to wake up earlier. I have to get myself back in the rhythm. I understand that. And now things are happening for me. I understand I'm taking it one day at a time. I promise you, is it the worst case scenario right now? I promise you no. I promise you it's not the worst case scenario for me right now. Is it the best case scenario for me right now? I promise you no. I promise you it's not the best case scenario for me, and it's not the worst case scenario. I promise you I'm always going to be somewhere in the middle. Do you understand? So the thing is, I'm not the poorest person in the world. I'm not the richest person in the world. Do you understand? That's how it's always going to be. Do you understand? So you have to understand that if you want to deal with life, you have to be somewhere in the middle. Do you understand? You have to be somewhere in the middle, and you have to go and do things for yourself, and you have to get out there into the workplace. You understand? You have to get out there into the workplace and make sure that you're investing your time better, because I understand that all this free time that I got in terms of my life has paid off to some degree. in terms of my attitude and in terms of my capability to help myself to succeed. But the thing is that I see, like, for example, you have to give other people money so that they succeed, so that they can help you to succeed in return for your money. Yes, and so the thing is that you have to have people working for you. Yes, and so there's this one guy who's going to make at least $30,000 off his YouTube channel just by teaching about 15 people how to live life in a better way. Do you understand? And he's going to be doing some music production with that crowd, and I'm happy for him. I mean, you have to understand, he's very successful, and he's much more successful than other people, but he takes his business seriously, and he has a crowd watching him on YouTube. Yes, and he has that capability that I don't have at the moment. Yes, and so the thing is that I have to get myself back into business. I have to make sure that I'm thriving to help my business grow, but I have to get that information as soon as possible so I can help myself to succeed. So what I need to do is I need to either go life coaching or music production, or do both. And understand it's much more how I want to do both at the same time. So it's going to take much more effort for me to succeed in both aspects of life than it is to just succeed in one aspect of life. So I realized that nobody's watching my content much on YouTube. I'm understanding I'm doing a lot of work regarding my work, but the thing is that people are not paying me. So that means that I have to work that 9-to-5 job then. So what I do is I work that 9-to-5 job for myself because I see it. Am I going to be able to make money before I start working a 9-to-5 job? I promise you no. I promise you I won't be able to make money before I start that 9-to-5 job. I understand that. So, and why is that? Because I'm not taking the necessary steps forward to make a landing page for myself. I'm losing out on interest in terms of building a YouTube channel that people are following. I understand that I am trying to grow my content as much as possible, but the thing is that with everything that's happening, I feel that my life is falling down around me, but at the same time that my spiritual growth is growing. Yes, I see my spiritual health is where it needs to be, and I'm really, really spiritual to the point that I can help myself to succeed spiritually. So it's much more how I need to grow. I need to do content to help myself to flourish. So it's much more how now, since I see exactly how people do it and what people need to do on a regular basis to build a YouTube following, for example, and to get out there in terms of something that they can help themselves with. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to help myself grow in the best scenario every single day. But I don't even know what I'm teaching sometimes, because the things that I teach doesn't make sense, but at the same time it makes sense. So what are 3 steps forward right now from this point of view that I can take moving forward? I promise you. So I have to quit cigarettes. That's one. I have to either create a landing page for myself, and what else? I have to read more information. So I'm just not ready yet. I'm not ready yet to help myself, but I am ready to help myself, but I'm not ready to help myself in that way that I want to help myself in, because I'm not in one place at the moment. But the thing is, it's going to take me time to succeed. I realize over the 20 years, I promise over the next 20 years, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to give you the top 10 things that I'm going to do for my success over the next 10 years and over the next 20 years. First of all, I'm going to get sober. I'm going to be off the cigarettes. I'm going to be off the caffeine. I'm going to be vegan as much as possible. I'm going to read more information. I'm going to teach more. I'm going to invest my time into life coaching and music production more often. I'm going to upload more content online. And I'm going to try to build a crowd following for myself. Because you need a crowd following for yourself if you wish to succeed in business. You understand? Without a crowd following, you won't get money from your business. You understand? So the only reason that you can do anything in life is when you say that I can do it. But the thing is that you need people to follow you. You have to make sure that you're getting known out there. You understand? So when I go to basking performances, I promise you have to understand that people check you out, but they don't follow you as much. I promise you have to understand that busking does work. But the thing is that some people just don't like me for how I put out my content. And people are unaware to give me money, so they don't think I have some kind of product to give out to them. But I have so much potential in terms of life that I can teach people life. I can teach people exactly what they need to do on a daily basis to succeed. So for example, what can I teach them? I can teach them anything around nutrition. I can teach them around anything around business and around mindset and around being whatever you want to be. I can teach them the spiritual road. In a sense, so maybe I'm just a spiritual teacher. I mean, the thing is that I don't want to quit my music production. I want to keep going because I failed so much in life. And I failed in terms of having followings. I failed in terms of having a great crowd, in terms of a lot of people following me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I'm pretty sure other people can do it. I can do it too. But I have to learn YouTube success. I have to get myself around a community of people who are willing to give me money for my product. And now Grant Cardone's showing me to price all my content as much as possible and to give it out for free as much as possible. You understand? That's what Grant Cardone's teaching me. Apparently Will Darling is teaching me to have a studio and to have a YouTube following. You understand? And how do I get that following? That's the thing. That's what I have to learn. I have to learn about how to get myself a following. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to succeed in business, you have to impact a lot of people. You understand? And the best way you can impact a lot of people is by spreading information. So that's what Will Darling's doing. That's what Grant Cardone's doing. And they're prospering from their businesses. Because people just like their content. But people don't see any value in my content. And that's why they're not following me as much. I only have 46 subscribers to my YouTube channel. So what do I need to do to get myself forward in life? I realize I'm just 30 years of age. I've had YouTube channel since I was 28 years of age. Since 29, to be honest. I've had YouTube channel for 1 year. And it's approaching 2 years now. And I understand that Lewis Howes didn't succeed in his YouTube channel for 6 years. And so Evan Carmichael as well. For 6 years they didn't achieve anything on YouTube. For 6 years. But they kept on making content. So that there has to be some kind of way that I can provide information to the universe so that I can succeed in some kind of way moving forward. And I have to find that place for myself. But I have to do something about it too. So the best way for me to succeed moving forward is to spread as much information into the world as possible and to read as much information as possible. But am I closer to success now than I was at 28? I promise you, yes. I'm much closer now to success than I ever was. I'm much closer now to where I want to be than I was before. You know what I'm saying? So, where haven't I been around the world? I haven't been to most of the parts of Africa. I haven't been to the most of parts of Europe, and also I haven't been to most parts of Asia, for example, and also, for example, America and Mexico, South America. So I haven't been those places. But sometimes you don't have to go all those places to succeed. I'm sure all you really need is to start your business slowly and provide as much information as possible to people. And you will find success somehow. So you have to get that information, you have to spread it to people as much as possible so that you can succeed somehow. And I'm really trying, guys. I'm really trying to succeed. But the thing is that I'm developing my communicational level. I'm developing my communicational skills. And I have to get serious much more about it. So the thing is that I see my cousin Nenad, for example. I see he's driving a truck. And his plans for the future is to make a house for himself and to make a kids. Actually, that's his whole world. That's all he wants for himself. And do you know why he's going to achieve it? Because that's all he wants for himself. I'm pretty sure that's something that if you totally focus on just that, you will achieve it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if you put all your energy into having a house, a wife and a kids in your life, that's all you will achieve in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I want to do more than that. I want to go travel the world having millions of dollars in my bank account. I want to make sure that everyone around me has as much information as possible so that I'm living life to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want for myself. But am I on that track? I'm on that track as long as I speak words. As long as I speak words of that, I will attract that. I will attract that into my life. That's no problem for me. But I can't get there. I can't get there. I can't get to that place that I want to go. So for me, I have to start creating a website for myself. I have to make a landing page. I have to get up on YouTube. I have to make a YouTube video with an advertisement tool. And then I have to put that out into the world. And then I have to create events around town somewhere for myself to be up in front of people, where those people are willing to get my packages, where they're able to get my packages or one-to-one coaching or something like that, so that they can succeed in what they want around life. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you break through in life coaching. You know what I'm saying? What you do is you create a website, you create a landing page, you make advertisement tools, you promote your content on advertising, you locate the places that you want to go, you promote that place for 1 month or up to 1 year, and then people show up to your event for free. Once they show up to your event for free, you pitch them on that spot to coach them one-on-one or to get everything of your content. You know what I'm saying? You make sure that you have content to give them that they can pay for. And then guess what? I promise you somebody out there is going to want to speak to you. Make sure you price everything at something affordable for people. You understand? And that way you will start making money. It's so simple. But why am I not doing it? See, that's the thing. I need money first. I first need money to make sure that I can provide that for myself. I have to advertise. That costs money. You know, saying I have to get there. That costs money. I have to have content in my life that I can provide to people for money, so that I can earn money, and not for money but for people. And I have content that I can give them. I have something of nature that I can give to people. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that I made my first event in Sydney, Australia, and nobody showed up to my event. So I must have done something wrong, because I priced them on the ticket. I priced them already on the ticket. I priced them on the ticket, and I was not working a 9 to 5 job. You understand? That's my mistake. I wasn't working a 9 to 5 job. You understand? And I priced them on the advertisement tool before they even got to my event. So make sure that you never make those mistakes. So first of all, what I'm saying is, never price people, never price them before they get to you. You understand? The thing is that you have to understand that if you want to make an event around people, make sure it's a free event where people can get an advertisement tool from you, and then they can come to your event, and then they can make sure that they can buy your content on the day. But you have to have something to give them. You have to make content for them, and you have to make something worthwhile for them to achieve success. So that's up to you what you're going to do about that. You understand? So for me, I can do it. I can stand up in front of a crowd and talk all day long about business, about branding, about success, about whatever you want. I can talk about it. You understand? I have that ability. I have public speaking in my repertoire, and you need to go public speaking as well, so that you can learn public speaking skills if you're afraid to stand up in front of a crowd. You understand? So that's why I suggest go busking performances. So where's the best opportunity for me to do this now? Unfortunately, it has to be either Australia or Germany for me. But it's not the best time right now for me to do it. Unfortunately, right now is not the best time for me to do that. So what can I do now? Online, something where I can go maybe online and do something online where I can educate people online and earn money from it. The thing is that everything I do online, I do it for free. I mean, when you do it for free, you have to go 9 to 5 work. You understand? I mean, when you provide all that information for free, people don't want to buy from you anymore. You understand? So that's the thing. So when I'm providing all this information for free, people don't want to buy from me anymore. You understand? But if I withhold the information from them, then I'm not educating them on that. That's why you have to make packages. You have to make a website. You have to make a website. But for a website, you need money. You need developers. You need someone to develop your website. You understand? You need money for that. So you have to understand, you have to have at least money in your bank account from the 9 to 5 job to even get started. Do you understand? Because you cannot do it on the pension. I'm promise you something like this. I'll teach you something. I'll teach you that on the pension, you cannot do much of life. You cannot do anything on the pension today. Unfortunately, on the pension, you cannot live life to the fullest. On a pension. Yes, and you have to expand. You have to expand. You have to make sure you understand something. It's not about being on a pension. I've been on a pension in my life, and it's not that. The pension won't give you success. Do you understand that? What gives success is spreading information as much as you can into the world. So what I need to do for the next 10 years or 20 years of my life is spread more and more information into the world. Do you understand? And I have to do that on a constant basis. Every single day I have to do that. You understand? I have to every single day plan my life to succeed. So, for example, I'm understanding now, what I understand about life is that now I have a better chance at success than ever before because I've learned some things. Don't be on a pension. Don't be on the government allowance. Work a 9 to 5 job. Do you understand? Work a 9 to 5 job. Make a website for yourself. Price your content. You understand? Price your content. Advertise your content online. Make a landing page. And do public speaking. You understand? So just repeat that for yourself. Make sure that you go back in this audio program, go back in the audio program and just listen to that all over again so that you understand exactly what you need to do. So what's Will Darling doing? Apparently he has a studio, and in his studio he has at least $20,000 of material in terms of software that he's making music on already. Apparently it's at least $20,000 of music production software to make music. You understand? And how do you get $20,000? You work 9 to 5 for it. Apparently that's the best way. That's the best way you can make money. But the best way really to make money is real estate. You understand? Real estate business, and apparently if you're not in the real estate business, then you're not going anywhere. You understand? You have to accumulate real estate sometime in your life. You understand? But the thing is, of course, you're not going to own it. Your project is going to be in your name, but you're not going to own it because you're not taking it to the grave with you. But what you're going to do is you're going to pass it on through generations, like Grant Cardone does. So now, Will Darling, for example, has people, he has a following on YouTube. Do you understand? He has a following on YouTube. So what you do online from now on is try to every single day accumulate a following for yourself. You understand? Try to read as much information on that as possible to create a following for yourself online. Unfortunately, if you want to be a star in today's world, you have to have people following you. But the best thing that I can provide for you right now is be your best version. Be your best version in all walks of life. So I promise you that having people follow you is not just one part of life. It's not also everything. I promise you that's not everything in life. I promise you what's everything is that you have your health. Have your health first. Make sure that you get toned up. Make sure that you have a great body. Make sure that you, for example, exercise every single day. Because I haven't been exercising recently, and you have to understand that it's not the way to go. I promise you, exercise is the way to go. Do you understand that? So that's my wake-up calling. I've woken up to exercise in my life. I have to exercise. So once I get back to Australia, I'm just going to go around the block 4 times every single day. And I'm going to eat vegan food. I'm going to get myself back in shape so that I can once again be that person that I was. You understand? So, but this time I have more information. You understand? This time I have better ideas. So, I made mistakes in my life. But the thing is that you have to go out there promoting. And now what you're going to find is that people won't promote you in life unless you promote yourself. But the thing is that what you need to do is you need to go around places and you need to advertise your... all I will say, guys, is that it's not easy. It's not easy to speak words when you don't know what to speak anymore. Do you understand? It's not easy to read sometimes because you read for 6 hours and to continue any further gets you so exhausted. You understand? So the thing is that you have to do as much active listening as possible to succeed. You have to understand that you have to tackle it from all angles. You have to understand that you have to be at your best version anyhow. But if it's not working out for you, let's say your life is not working out for you, then what you have to do is work a 9 to 5 job. Do you understand? No matter what time and space you're in, you have to understand that you have to work that 9 to 5 job. So now, you have to realize that there's so much that goes into business, that goes into health, that goes into success, that you have to really achieve that for yourself. But anyone can do, for example, you have to understand something. That anyone can do a 9 to 5 job and make kids for themselves. I promise you, if you just focus on 9 to 5 job and just having kids in life, I promise you, you'll make it. That's just the thing that you have to realize, that sometimes having kids is not for you. Sometimes having a wife or husband is not for you. You understand? Sometimes being single is the best thing. But here I am. I'm much better than yesterday. And I'm much better now than I ever was. And why is that? Because spiritually I can see that. I promise you have to understand that. I promise you have to understand, for example, Marco, this one of my friends from the past. I promise you, he just wants to work that 9-to-5 job to have kids. And that's all he wants for himself, and that's all he will achieve. You understand? That's all. I mean, do you just want that for yourself? Do you just want to work the 9-to-5 job to have kids, and that's all you want? I promise you, don't you want more than that? I promise you, don't you want to go out there teaching as many people as possible? Playing your music on big festivals? I mean, doing art for other people so that you can help them to see better in terms of whatever it is. Don't you want to make something out of your passion? Do you understand? So if you really want to succeed, you have to understand that you have to get yourself into a business environment. So you have to understand that you need money to fund your business. For instance, if you want a promotion, if you want self-promotion, you have to go and be willing to make yourself, for example, you have to help yourself to make business cards, put it on every car out there, put it in every single inbox, in terms of every single mailbox, and just promote your events for the month. Promote your event for the month and do it for free. Do it for free. And then on the day, what you need to do is either have a cameraman or camera woman film you and your content so that you can put on YouTube. Do you understand? You can do that. And you can make the whole event for free. You can make the whole event for free if you want to do that. Yes, and that's no problem. Or you can keep that money for yourself and you can have kids with that money. You understand? Up to you what you want to do. But the thing is that other people have gone other ways. I promise you, plenty of people have gone ways of public speaking and they made millions out of it. I promise you, other people made a lot of money out of music production. I promise you, other people made a lot of money on art forms. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, you have to do something that you're worth at. Something that's going to help you to grow. I see the way, but the thing is that what's blocking me from that is money. Money is blocking me from that. So where do I have to go to make it? I have to go 9-to-5 job and make the money for myself. So what do I want? Do I want my passions or do I want kids? I have to choose between passions and kids. You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize that it's a long-term game of life. I promise you, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it good for myself. Eventually, I'm going to have money to promote myself around places. Yes, I'm going to have money. Don't worry about that. But the thing is that you have to somehow make products. You have to make products of success. You understand? So the thing is that you have to be a teacher at something. So if it doesn't work out for you, just work 9-to-5 job and just do your content online for free. Or that's the most affordable way. The most affordable way is go and work a 9-to-5 job and go and work for free on YouTube. You understand? Work as much content as for free on YouTube as you can and you'll succeed. You understand? So you have to understand that each and every single one of my beautiful programs that I make it for a reason. Because it helps people to succeed. I see the way, but money's blocking me from that. You understand? Because I have to afford it. I have to afford my way there. You understand? So you cannot do it on a pension. I tried to do it on a pension. I could not make money on a pension. You understand? I could not make money on a pension. So the thing is that it's not about making money on a pension. It's about doing better than that now. This time round, when I promote a event, I want to do it totally for free. I want to go spend my money the way I want to spend it, and not spend my money, but invest my money the way I want to invest it, and just make free events around town. And that's what I want to do. And then I want people to come to my event, and I just want to speak about business, I want to speak about spirituality, I want to speak about whatever it is. You understand? And I want to show people the way, and that's it. I want to show people the best way. But in that, I have to be my best version. You understand? I want to be my best version in that kind of environment. And they're going to ask me, oh, but Danny, how did you make this event? I said, I worked for it. I helped myself to go around the 9-to-5 job. I made money. I promoted my event for 1 month. You understand? I do it all for free. I make my content for free on YouTube. And because I do that, I help people to succeed. That's my answer. You understand? And they're going to be like, but don't you want to get out of the 9-to-5 job? I promise you, the thing is that I do want to get out of the 9-to-5 job eventually. So they're going to say, so why aren't you out of the 9-to-5 job? And you have to understand that that's what I'm doing currently. You understand? I'm doing that currently. I'm trying to get myself out of the 9-to-5 job by what? By doing work for free. You understand? Doing work for free. And they're going to be like, what kind of work do you do for free? I do a lot of work for free around everything that you can do in this world. You understand? And they're going to be like, so don't you have to price your content? Don't you have to make a pitch to us? Don't you have to make a pitch to us about something that you want to succeed in? I say, yeah, exactly. What I want to achieve from this is I want to show you guys that I'm willing to coach you guys one-on-one for the price of $500 per month. You understand? $500 per month. You get lifetime coaching from me, or something like that. You get 4 hours with me for $500, and I can show you the best way. You understand? So the thing is that I see how that works out, and it just works out because I can show people the best way. But the thing is that you need lifetime guru. You need to make sure that you're a lifetime guru and that you are helping to promote yourself. So if you say that you're worth $500 and that all you're offering is $500 to people in terms of life coaching materials that you have to succeed, you understand? So you have to make sure that you are providing information that's going to help their life. So what kind of products can I make on a day? I promise you, it has to be an offer that's not anywhere else. So what I do is I say, you guys can get the price of my life coaching is $3,000 per year, but you guys can get it for $1,500. And I'm only taking on 20 people for the whole year. And what you'll get from that, I see. So the thing is, guys, that you have to realize that you have to sell something on the day of your presentation to people. So you have to have some kind of content that you can give to people. So that's what I don't have at the moment, because I'm doing everything for free. And since I'm giving everything for free, the thing for me to do is just create an event and just not sell anything in the first place. So that's more my way. You understand? My way is not to make money off you, but just to help elaborate on the path that you must go on. Do you understand? So I figured out exactly how I want to do business around life. Do you understand? So for me, it's much more work than 9-to-5 job. Make money, make an event around town, and spread your information to people and nothing else. And it's like, it's not in me to grab money off you on the day. But I can say, if you guys need a life coach in me, if you guys need ever some more information or anything like that, then I charge $250 per hour. You understand? And that's the cap. I charge $250 per hour, and you can ask me any questions anytime, anywhere. And I charge, and you guys give me the money through PayPal or whatever, and that's it. You understand? So you can get me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, for example. And once you find me on Instagram, you guys can contact me. But do you guys have any questions? You understand? You just keep going with the presentations. You understand? So you have to keep talking about things. And when you talk about things, you have to show people the way. You have to understand that it's about educating people to get on the best path. So for example, now I'm understanding, since I don't have a product to sell to people, then I'm doing everything for free. And since I'm doing everything for free, I don't even have to make an event around town if I don't want to. But the thing is that on the day, I can record myself somehow. I just record myself somehow. But that's something that I can do one time in my life. Go around cars, spread information around, get information to come to me, give out more information to them, and that way I succeed in terms of giving, and that's it. And all it costs you is just petrol and time to get to me, and that's it. But you have to have something to sell. And now if you don't want to have something to sell to other people, then you can choose my path and do everything for free on YouTube. So for example, I don't even have to make these events around the world, because I already do it on YouTube for free. And that way I can save an extra 1,000, I can save 1,000 euros. I can save a lot of money. I can save a lot of money helping myself to grow this way. You know, I can save it for my kids. I can save it to have a house for myself, or to have living requirements that I can pay for and stuff like that. I don't have to make these events around the world. The problem is there's already people out there who are making these events and stuff like that. So the thing is that everyone's on their journey. Everyone's doing their own journey. I figured out the best way for me to do my content, and that's on YouTube and Instagram, and that's it. You understand? And is it tough to do? Probably it's just the most affordable way. And probably if you can go the most affordable way in life, then make sure that you can do that for yourself. Do you understand? So I figured out something in this audio program, that I'm not one of those guys like Tony Robbins who comes to an event to preach to you for a long time to help to get you information so that he can make money on your information. Unfortunately, the thing is that I make a lot of money to give people my content for free, and because I do that, it's my passion. So I'd rather just go do a busking performance. I'd rather just go do a busking performance, because that's just who I am. I'm a busker for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that once I come to Australia, once I do Australian things over there, I'm going to go for another busking performance. And once I go for another busking performance, I'm going to help myself to live life that way, to do better. But am I going to bring my speaker over here to my mum? I promise you no. I'm going to leave the speaker over there. Probably just that kind of life for me. You know what I'm saying? So you guys don't understand what I'm talking about. I have a portable speaker for my music production, but I'm not going to bring it to my mum when I come to live with my mum. I'm not going to bring it here with my mum, because it makes too much noise. It makes too much noise. So I'm just going to make music via headphones and that's it. And I'm going to find my style or my genre and that's it. So if you want the best way, I've shown you the best way in my audio program here. So you have to understand that some people can do live coaching in front of people and make money from it. Am I able to do that? I can do that too. I can do that too. But I'd rather go the most affordable way and not have to do that. I don't have to do that. You understand? I don't have to go around people or marketing my business to people. For example, I can market it online as much as possible. But the thing is that I don't have to go in real life and give out my business card to every single car out there so that I can promote an event for myself. Because that's the old way. You understand? That's the old way now. Personally, the newest way to do things is on the internet. You have your own YouTube channel, you do it for free, give out information for free, and that's all you have to do. You understand? So, for example, I want to teach you something that I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. I'm never again in my life going to create an event where I'll be promoting it for 1 month. I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to make an event of live coaching event around people to promote information for free, because I can do that on YouTube for free. So do you understand what I mean? So instead of you going out there to promote your business cards on people's cars so that you can promote an event that you're doing in some time in the future for yourself, so that people can come to your event because you're promoting your business cards to those people, so that people can come to your event, that's what I'm not going to do. Do you understand? I'm not going to go promoting my business cards to people so that they come to my event. Do you understand? I'm just not going to do that anymore, because it's more cost effective for me and I have a better life without that. Do you understand? I don't need to do that. And there's no guarantee how many people are going to come to your event. There's no guarantee how many people are going to come to your event. Do you understand? So what you do is you save money like that. Because today the money in terms of the economy today is going downhill very fast. So you need more money in your pocket. Have it in your pocket at least. Instead of giving money to them, keep it for yourself. You understand? Because I don't have it in my heart to charge people on the day. You understand? The thing is that I do have it in my heart to charge people if they need my time. I can say $250 for 1 hour of my time. And it's no problem. If you ever need help or a friend or anything in life for any kind of information, you can contact me on Instagram and I will charge you $250 per hour to have a session with me. And that's it. No problem. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to go charging people for my content. Do you understand? I realize I'm just that type of guy now. You understand? Because I realize something now, that if you go around making events for yourself, it's going to cost money. You understand? It's going to cost you money, and people are very, very scabby. They'd rather scab something from you than give something to you. You understand? They don't want to give you money because they think that you're going to become more successful with that money than the information you give them. You understand? So they're people who are holding back. They're holding back to give you the money. Do you understand? So I don't want to be one of those guys. You understand? Who tries to pitch you on my events to get you to buy one of my products because it's going to solve all your queries and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I'd rather go work a 9-to-5 job, earn my money nicely, have money in my bank account, have a kid, and that's it. Just one kid. Nothing else. And keep doing my passions on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just do that. You understand? I'm just that type of guy. I'm that type of guy who gives you all the information for free, and you cannot, let's say that it's not affordable for you to read from me. Do you understand? Because it's for free in the information. You're losing nothing. You're losing nothing of value. You're only picking up value from me. So I realized that if I ever want to do an event around people, I'm just going to go busk and that's it. Just going to do a busking performance and that's it. Do you understand? Because that's just how I am now. How about music production? My side of the music production, for example, I'm just going to create music that works for me. I mean, do I want to be a DJ sometime? The thing is that I want to be a DJ sometime, and I want to, first of all, make as much music as possible until I get to the point that I want to get to, and that's it. Once I get to the point that I want to get to in my music production, by then I can then start DJing my music around places, but ask for free, maybe somewhere in a nightclub around here, to DJ my music for free. And go and buy other people's music and mix it in with my set and stuff like that for one night. I can do that. Or create a promotion around myself, around the nightclub. It's no problem. If it's not expensive, I can do it. It'll be a one-time thing. You understand? But I can keep asking for free to DJ. It's no worries. But I have to get good at it. You understand? So it's a long journey. You understand? So all I can say, really, what you must be doing is make sure that you are your best version. Just be your best version. You understand? Have health in mind. Have your health. You understand? Have your health. Get off the cigarettes. Get off the drugs. Get off the caffeine. Get off the meat. Start eating vegan food. Eat vegan food, guys. And once you eat vegan food, make sure that you just stay that way, and just go and work the 9-to-5 job like everybody else. Make your money and put it in your pocket and leave it. The money that you have is better off being in your pocket than putting it into a retirement account. You understand? Because why? Because are you going to make millions of dollars, or are you going to have just enough to have in your pocket? It depends on you. If you have excess money in your pocket, then go and put it into gold and silver or real estate. But go and put it into real estate eventually. I promise you, if you have a lot of money, put it into real estate. Just put it into real estate and make that cash flow for you. You understand? But if you don't have a lot of money, okay, then what you do is keep it for yourself. Keep it for yourself. Keep the money in your pocket. You understand? Go and travel as much as possible. You understand? Live your life. That's what you must be doing. So now, I see a better road for me personally. I see that I can keep going and doing my work. I see it's for free to upload online. You understand? I can do my work for free. And nobody's bothering me. You understand? And people don't have to know about me. Honestly, this world doesn't have to know about me. You understand? Because that information that I give is all around me anyway. You understand? So, the thing is that what I want to work on is I want to work on my life coaching. I want to work on music production. And I want to work on building a crowd following on my Nice and Beautiful YouTube channel. You understand? That's what I'm going to work on. Those 3 areas. And that's it. I'll probably and myself work on my health. You understand? That's it. And the money in my pocket as well. So I'm working on money aspects of life. I'm working on my health. I'm working on marketing in terms of my content online. And I'm working on my life coaching and my music production and my family. So those are the 6 things that I'm working on right now. And that's it. That's going to be my life. My mum says, why do you do all this life coaching, for example? Why do you do it? And so I just said, because I like to do it. And I like to make content. I like to give out all the information for free that other people are charging me for. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how I am. So my audio programs are just as good as my video programs. But some of my audio programs are lacking in knowledge. I mean, I've been just blubbering inside. You know, so I haven't been really making content in my podcasts. In terms of some podcasts are just things that, for example, is not full on. I mean, it's not teaching you as much as my other audio programs. You understand? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm benefiting my life coaching podcasts by making sure that I'm giving you much more straight edge information quicker. You understand? So that you can always benefit yourself. So I'm working on myself that way. So instead of, do you know what I'm not doing anymore? I'm not recording myself doing music anymore. It's too much to upload online. It's too much courses online that I can upload. Actually, the gigabytes is too much for me to upload. And for example, I'm just doing music production for shits and giggles for myself, and that's it. Yes, and that's it. I'm not trying to make music to blast your head off. I'm trying to make music so that I can grow from my own music, so I can learn something from my own music, and that's it. I just do music so I can learn something about the production of music, and that's it. You understand? But no longer will I give $1,000 and $300. No longer will I give $1,300 to have one music track that sounds really good. You understand? And why is that? Because I'd rather have the money in my pocket. Because I can create electronic music for free. And that's more than enough for me anyway. So I'm going the most affordable way for me. I made Lil Bar track. I hit the jackpot. It's on iTunes now. You can check it out. Just write Danny Milivojevic hit the jackpot on Google and you'll find it. So you have to understand that I put $1,300 into that track so I can create it professionally. But now I understand and I see exactly what I can do with music production. I can make real music, you understand? Real excellent music. I can create a melody and I can really get something going. So for example, if I'm really succeeding in terms of life, I'm understanding it's much more how I am successful to some degree, and I'm much more successful now than ever before because I'm giving out my content for free. You understand? And it's the freedom way. So instead of going out there and giving money so that people can get my content, what I'm doing is I'm putting up on YouTube, and it's much more affordable that way than to go into their face to make an event for myself where people are going to be in my event, for example. You understand? I don't care about that anymore. You understand? What I care about is getting my information online, getting on YouTube, and that's it. And who follows me, follows me. You understand? I have a nice and beautiful legacy online, do my own things, work the 9-to-5 job, make my own money, do you understand? And just keep going with my life. You understand? That's all I want for my life, to succeed. You understand? Just to succeed and do my own things. So now I see exactly where my money is going. You understand? I see exactly where my life is going. You understand? So what can I say? I've taught you exactly what I wanted to hear in this nice and beautiful life coaching program. I planned my life ahead of the program now. I see now I'm in a better headspace about exactly what I want to do around life. And what I want to do, someone else is already doing it for me in the world. You understand? So all I have left to do is the things that I can do. You understand? Do things that I can do, and that's it. Do things that you can do in life. Nobody's asking you to go create massive events for yourself. You understand? That's up to you. If you can do it, go do it. For me, I can do it, but I don't want to do it. You understand? I don't want to do it. Someone else is doing it for me. You understand? So let them be more successful than me. I don't care. You understand? The thing is that I'm living my own life, and that's it. You cannot touch me. You understand? You're not smarter than me. You understand? I'm just showing you the best way. You understand? So this has been a nice and beautiful program with Danny Milivojevic. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and peace out, guys. I've taught you some things in this program that I haven't in other programs, and I found out exactly what I want to do much more than ever before. So anyway, guys, so today's a new day for me. I'm really doing much better in some areas. So what I want to do now is just grow. I want to make sure that I can just give out my thoughts as much as possible. So these are the things happening in my life now. I must work that 9 to 5. I must work the 9 to 5 just like everybody else, so that I can do better. But that's something that's coming up for me in life. And I realize that I cannot rely on the government to hand me over a life or anything like that. I have to make sure that I go out there and become successful as much as possible, so I can live life much greater. I mean, that's the whole point. Every single day to do something in relation to growing myself in the most precious way that I can. Every single day doing the best I can for myself. I need help to grow myself in the best way for myself, so that I'm living life to the fullest. And that's what I need to do for myself. So every single day now I'm understanding life is going to be very different. I mean, life is going to be very different for me, because I'm moving into the work life now. I'm moving into the 9 to 5 job, and I have to start getting up early. So that I can live my life much greater than ever before. So I need to grow myself now, is what I need to do. So just grow myself the best way I can. I have to read as much as possible, so that I can get a reflection of what I need to do around life. And is today boring for me? I probably should know. Probably it's not boring for me. But the thing is that I'm closed up in the house over here. And it's better to be in the home than to go anywhere else, to be honest. Because after a long day, you just want to come home and sleep. You understand? So it's much more how... Now, since I have to work that 9 to 5 job, I see what's coming ahead of me. I see this one person over here. I realize he has no girlfriend. He has, let's say, teeth missing, for example. And he's overweight, and he also smokes, for example. So he has no girlfriend. So I don't want to be that type of person that's going that direction. I want to make sure that I can turn it around now, where I keep my teeth, brush my teeth daily, and also lose the weight that I have, and just become much more successful in all areas of life, because that's what a woman looks for in a man, or a man looks in a woman. For example, everyone wants that person to be better at everything that they do. So you have to succumb to the fact that you have to grow the best way you can every single day. You have to make sure that you're always doing things in relation to helping yourself grow, because that's what you need to do. So every single day you just grow the most you can, and that's all you can do in life.